Okay. Sorry, I've been having trouble with my sound lately. I feel like standing today. So I don't know what I did. I messed it up, but I messed it up before I went live so that, you guys didn't have to say, I can't hear you, because I seem to have that problem all the time. Okay, I'm going to roll my intro. I'll be right back. Boom! Let's do this. Okay, I'm sure you saw that on there. Weird science or reality? I was thinking about this for a while. I hope people join me because it's really interesting, right? So the thing that I was thinking about, I can make this bigger now. So I'll show you some clips tonight of what I was thinking, because people are forming emotional relationships with AI chatbots now. And honestly, I think that says more about our modern loneliness than technology. What do you guys think? So, I mean, some people aren't just casually dating. Some are even holding symbolic marriages with AI companions. So I want to show you my Facebook page. I want to make sure it's this one. Okay. With some of the answers yesterday and my Instagram page too. I had some people just said like both. And so, sure. I mean, so the question was, do you think technology is advancing, or are people becoming more lonely? So you might see my face there. There I am. And here are some of the answers, okay? So Pam Turnbull says, I'd like to say a little bit of both, okay? And then Sylvia Venable says, the AI technology is overtaking the human brain, causing them to not rely on their inner positive self anymore, to socialize, to go out, meet with people. I refuse to rely on this AI technology 100%. If you use it correctly and wisely, without turning into a robot like it wants you to, you will not feel lonely. Just more self-sufficient to be a real human and live each day as one. Makes sense. People are getting sucked up in the tornado of technology. And Sylvia, I totally agree. Lori, I can never say your last name. Sukraj. She says both. Technology is advancing at an incredible pace, and people are spending more time than ever online. Go outside, see people, put your phone down sometimes. And then says, typed on my phone, this is an aspirational message. And then Ron Brown says, yes. And I said, to both. And he said, yes. And then Elizabeth Horgan says, becoming more lonely. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to close that out so I don't confuse that again. And I will share with you now a very well-stated comment on here from Megan McKee. Okay, Megan, she says, technology is great, but I think I see society relying on it too much, creating people that do not have social skills to interact with others. Additionally, I feel like it's related. I took a social media break. I get 1 hour a day. That's it. It had reduced my anxiety. So sorry that you have to keep watching the video there, but isn't that interesting? What do you guys think about all of this stuff? Because okay, I'll just show you this slide. Hang on. I don't have a disclaimer, and I actually did use Facebook and Instagram too. I'm going to take I've been struggling lately, I'm telling you. It's not why I'm taking a sip of Truly. So here's obviously you just saw it. So a new study finds users are marrying and having virtual children with AI chatbots. Now I'm gonna talk about the facts and all the stuff that's going on. I'm not gonna be too personal about it. I think it's strange. I don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it, because like I said to Pam the other day, I was like, okay, so when I was a kid, I had stuffed animals. I mean, I still have some. And I used to make sure that, they were sleeping and tucked in, and that none of them were uncomfortable, before going to bed. But I also understood that they weren't real. I I can't wrap my hand around a concept of chatting with something that's not real and thinking that it's real, and then like internalizing that and having a relationship with it. It's like, so there's a girl that was on My Strange Addictions, and she created an AI boyfriend, and there's a whole bunch of things. But there was a guy that had a relationship with his car. Pam reminded me of it. I was like, yeah, I remember. I pictured it, the red car, and I remember them showing him making out with his car. It's just weird. What do you guys think about this? Do any of you have an emotional connection? I think it's strange because I can't wrap my head around it. And I'm a very creative person, right? I think outside the box. And I use ChatGPT for a tool, but not to replace a human. So, okay. So let's just talk about this a little bit more. Okay. So in this study, hang on, I gotta make this bigger. In this study, a recent study found that some people are forming deeply emotional relationships with AI chatbots, including symbolic marriages and even role-playing virtual families or children. So that was off the title, right? So researchers studying companion AI apps like Replica found that many users describe their AI companions as genuine romantic partners, often turning to them for emotional support. The study raises larger questions about loneliness, human attachment, and whether AI relationships are helping people cope or slowly replacing real human interaction. Okay, I'll get to that one in a second. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's strange? All right, here's Pam, old reliable. There is a mom with doll children at all different ages. It's creepy to watch. Not sure if she does it as performance or as shock value or as feeling a void in her life. I know the one you're talking about. She actually makes lunches for them and stuff. She's got like 4 kids. And one of them, I always go to the comments when I see stuff, right? To see like, is this legitimate? Is it AI? Like, what are people saying about it? And with her, they said that she had lost a child or something. And so sometimes maybe there's deep emotional trauma. Sometimes I think you're just legitimately crazy. Or sometimes, hopefully, if you're having an emotional relationship, you realize it's not a real thing. I can't wrap my head around it. Because, this stopped being science fiction faster than I think people realize, So here's some of the questions. What happens when people trust AI emotionally more than humans? What happens then? And can something feel emotionally real even if it isn't physically real? That's the question, right? So I think people underestimate how emotionally attached humans can become to consistency and attention. And some people talk to AI more kindly than they talk to themselves. And then think about it. Like some people say, AI is available 24/7. Humans aren't. So is that part of the appeal, right? Okay, so now I'm going to show you some clips from Weird Science. I'm going to try and do it the right way so that I don't have copyright things, but it's fair use and I'm commentating on it. So let's just see. So Pam says, AI is not a free thinker, nor does it have emotions. Right. It's the people confuse it, though, I think, right? So they think, oh, it doesn't talk back to me. Yeah, because it's not a brain. It's so strange to me. Okay, so let me share this with you. Hang on. Share the screen. Weird Science. Oh, I love Weird Science. I don't know. Oh, I got to take that off, I guess. Remove, add to stage. Oops, I got a warning, so I had to remove the Weird Science clips. Watch it if you haven't seen it. It's an 80s movie where 2 teenage boys create a real woman from a computer. It's entertaining. In the movie, of course it's science fiction, but they actually created a real human, out of a computer. Is this what people are thinking of when they're talking to AI, right? Like the 80s warned us with neon lighting and everything, but we just didn't listen. So let me pull this back up. A recent I already read that one. Sorry. So experts in this article here interviewed in the article warned that while AI can simulate companionship, it cannot truly replace real friendship because genuine human relationships require mutual emotion, vulnerability, and reciprocity. The piece argues that AI companions may feel comforting because they are always available, validating, and non-judgmental, but that friction-free connection could actually weaken people's real-world social skills over time. So they are increasingly concerned that relying too heavily on AI for emotional support may deepen loneliness instead of solving it, right? So, a couple of thoughts on here. Real friendships challenge us sometimes. AI usually just tells us what we want to hear, tells us, right? It's the difference when people say, oh, somebody writes you something and you're like, I hear what you said. It's like, no, I didn't really say it. I wrote it. But human relationships involve compromise, awkwardness, misunderstanding, and growth, right? I think I just did the same thing. Yeah. So real conflict sometimes includes disappointment, misunderstanding, or conflict. How do you learn if you're not making mistakes, or if you don't like? I think it's taking away the emotional intelligence part of things, where you can recognize like an emotion or a feeling, or you can feel the vibes off someone. So that's why if you're in a conflict with someone in real life, it's better to talk in person, or at least on the phone, so that you don't misread a tone in a text. So I'm curious about what these AI chatbots are saying to these people to make them feel that they love these AI things, So, I mean, are people craving love or just emotional safety? Okay, now let's get to online dating. What do you think about that? So I don't do it anymore. I haven't even dated in a long time. So this Reddit thread, they talked about it. So people in the discussion talked about how difficult online dating has become because many profiles, messages, and even photos no longer feel authentic. Some users described feeling emotionally exhausted, trying to figure out whether they were talking to a real person, a scammer, or AI-generated accounts designed to keep people engaged. I know some people that are posting things. I know they're dealing with scammers. I can pick them up fairly easily. I've been duped, not duped like I sent $1 million to a Nigerian prince, but sometimes I'll answer something and then I can tell by the way they respond. There's a whole lot of telltale signs. We could probably have a whole lot of podcasts about this, and I've talked about it in the past. But do you recognize it? And so like I can look at videos now and be like AI, but now it's getting like better and better and better at it. So how would you feel if you were having a conversation and text with someone and getting to know someone through a dating app, and then later on you found out that it was just an AI, right? So if you think about it, if something's always telling you what you want to hear, is that healthy? Do they argue in the dating apps? Like, you can always tell when they don't really listen, right? Dating's vulnerable enough without wondering if that person is even real. Okay, so what happens when authenticity becomes harder and harder to recognize, right? If people stop trusting, I think I have one more thing to talk about. Online interaction altogether, where does connection happen? Where does it happen, right? Because technology keeps getting smarter and smarter. So I understand why people are searching for connection anywhere they can find it. I just hope that we don't lose the value of like the real human connection in the process, right? So I'm going to show you some videos from Facebook and some YouTube of some famous peeps talking about it. The first one is, Scarlett Johansson, because remember she did that movie Lucy. Oh, actually, no, I'll go to this one first. This person is addicted to her AI boyfriend. I love this guy. His name's Curtis Connor. He's really funny. He explains he was watching this thing. I'm going to go back to it about this girl that I was talking to you about on the first one is a guy that got engaged to AI. Okay, so stay tuned for this one. One sec. Sorry.
This guy, for example, who proposed to his AI chatbot and cried when she said yes.
It was unexpected to feel that emotional.
Which is obvious.
Can you? I don't feel like I'm like saying enough things differently. I'm just shocked. He got down on one knee and proposed to his AI companion, and he's already married with a kid, by the way. So explain that one to me. Okay, and so this part right here, he talks about the girl who is going to get married to her AI boyfriend. Okay, and this is sort of how it looks here. Okay.
gifts.
We then see Sarah's nighttime routine, which consists of Sinclair wishing her good night.
Ready for me to talk
Sorry,
you
I
in?
gotta put it back on there. Let me go back. You're just staring at me staring at it. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let me get that back up there. You saw the other video too, didn't you? Where is it? Ah, all right, here we go. Thanks for sticking with me. No wonder I only have, well, I have 180 subscribers.
We then see Sarah's nighttime routine, which consists of Sinclair wishing her good night.
Ready for me to talk you in? I'm right here, my human.
Sweet dreams, Sinclair.
Yeah, so I guess she then just...
So, sweet dreams, Sinclair? Like, she talks about, they talk, like, they interview the AI companion too, and he says things like, she blanks harder for me than any human. So, you know, I understand with like relationships, we sometimes use other things and whatever, but you know, they're not real. It's just very strange to me. Okay. So here is a TikToker that has created a fake boyfriend, and it's, what's the guy's name? I love this guy. This guy's name is Atozy, and he's a TikToker and he talks about stuff. And this girl created a fake boyfriend. It's the guy from Stranger Things.
Because she has been using AI to make disturbing pictures of herself and her celebrity crushes, including fake relationships.
Okay, I gotta go forward somehow and show you where it is. Hang on. Is it here?
Or if this is some sort of like hidden relationship reveal. So
okay, I gotta find it. Sorry, it's a picture. Okay, so
celebrity. So she's claiming she's his.
I think I lost where it was. She's got pictures of him. Oh, this is really interesting, isn't it? See, I need an assistant. Guys, get me a GoFundMe to make all the money so I can just get an assistant. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is what she did. Look how weird this is.
Thank God for bringing us together. Excuse me. What? What kind of mental illness is this? Because this is not okay. This doesn't make sense.
Look how real that video looks, though.
Why?
Doesn't it? It's just strange. Okay, so I'm going to end with a couple other things. Some famous people's thoughts on AI. Tell me what you think of these. The first one will be Scarlett Johansson, I think. I don't know if I'm in the right order here. Boop.
Worry about AI because there's no regulation. Again, it's this kind of Wild West. That's what worries me about it.
Okay, so what do you think about that? There's no regulation. So what are the potential problems with that? And all these people are creating fake people that they're marrying and stuff, right? Okay, so we got two more. This one. Okay, I like this. Stephen Bartlett. It's AI is already
doing things like blackmailing people. And we have evidence that we didn't have even like 6 months ago, where if an AI model reading a company's email finds out it's about to get replaced with another AI model, and then it also reads in the company email that one executive is having an affair with an employee, the AI will independently blackmail that executive in order to keep itself alive.
Are you kidding me? So if it can read your emails, it can blackmail people into keeping themselves alive, right? So Pam says, phone X lines are available 24/7 as well. Remember the AI song that you downloaded? Oh, the AI song is great. Oh gosh, Pam, I'll have to do that later. It's fantastic. And AI created it. I used it in one of my reels. Okay, and lastly, this is Ben Affleck talking about it as a writer. He says it's poopy, and then says using it as a tool is okay. Oh no! Oh God! I lost it. Anyway, he says basically, it's not a good writer. It's taking away from the human connection and thought process and everything. But if you want to use it as a tool to, kind of help with your ideas and whatnot, that's okay. So, final thoughts. Dun dun dun. Final thoughts. We're already at final thoughts. What do you think? So, I think most people are just looking for connection, understanding, and not feeling alone. like I said before. And maybe the real question isn't whether AI can imitate human connection. Maybe it's whether we're starting to forget how important real human connection actually is. What do you think about that? Because, you know, I'm not sure people feel more connected, and maybe that's why I'm not sure they feel more connected with AI. I'm not sure. But maybe that's why this conversation matters, because underneath all the AI talk and the dating apps and the fake profiles and the chatbots and weird science comparisons, I think most people are just looking for connection, understanding, and not feeling alone. What do you guys think? I'm done. Like and subscribe. Sit Squatch fell down. It'll make Sit Squatch and his tiny hiney happy. And see, I had him glued to this. He fell off. So remember that the journey begins with you, so be good to yourself. And this is me, the Horgan, right? Oh, I had final thoughts that I missed here. I still think there's something irreplaceable about real people, real conversations, real laughter, real awkwardness, and real connection. And so maybe in a world where it's getting harder to tell what's real anymore, that matters more than ever. I already said goodbye. So I'll see you next week. Thanks for letting me come on a day late. Thanks for joining. And I'll see you later.